Yo, yo, and welcome to the 2024 Buyer's Guide for Christmas of this year, obviously. A lot of the stuff is going to be pretty much for anybody and everybody. There's not any rhyme or reason to any of these items. It's just what I'm into, and I think there's probably something here for everybody that follows this channel. If you haven't followed this channel, please click like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell, because I have a few giveaways coming down the pipeline, and I will be giving something away from this table. Well, I will do the giveaway starting today. So just all you gotta do to enter is just drop a comment down below, and I will be giving away something that I will let you know here soon. So stay tuned. Let's just get into it. A lot of you guys follow this channel because of the HackerF Porta Pack. This is the H4M model, the new one, and you can see right there. So these are great gifts. They're going to be on the more pricier side. This is not going to be any rhyme or reason as far as what is going to be low or high. It'll just be kind of across the spectrum, but these guys run about 160 from open source sdrlab.com. So go check them out. A lot of these items will be linked in the description below. Some of the links will be affiliate links, so keep that in mind. But overall, this is a great kind of hacker tool, SDR radio, multi-tool, if you will, for your average nerd, which I think that a lot of us on this channel are. All right, let's see here. We're gonna move the ROG Ally out of the way for now. And let's get into, of course, the good old trusty Flipper Zero, right? These guys are still running about 130, I think, maybe 160. I'm not entirely sure, but great little EDC style kind of pen testing tool, if you will. So Flipper Zero, had this thing now for almost 2.5 years and still running strong. Flipper Zero, always fun. But coming down the pipeline as well, the Flipper Zero, we now have the T-Embed CC1101, and I believe this guy is currently off in the off state. So let me see if I can get it to kick on. And we are running Bruce on it. This is the beta version. I haven't checked to see if there is a legit version out, but this is a runner-up to the Flipper Zero. It has it's got RFID, it's got built-in Wi-Fi, it's got sub-gigs, it's got pretty much, it's got infrared in there as well. It has a lot of the same things that the Flipper Zero has, just on a way cheaper platform. This is sold by LilyGo, and they run about 55 bucks. It also has NRF24, FM, infrared, RFID, Bluetooth, all the fun things that the Flipper Zero can do, this guy can do as well. The good thing on this one is that you do not need an expansion board like you do for the Flipper Zero. So, kind of cool. So check it out. This is the LilyGo T-Embed CC1101, and there will be a link in the description below. Let's get into some tools, because I like tools, right? The Icon tool set. This is from Harbor Freight. This is a pretty cool little tool set that I like a lot. You've got assortment of drivers in there. This little ratchet kind of folds and bends. I like that. I will have a video coming out here shortly with all of the best EDC kind of truck or daily carry tools that are in my opinion. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, pretty cool little tool set. It's got a nice extension bit on there as well. And your Torx bits are security featured, so that's always nice. I do like security feature because my profession is a maintenance man, and I come across a lot of things that have security features enabled on the bits. So having a toolkit that has all this built in is amazing. So that's the Icon from Harbor Freight. And on the topic of tools, let's go check out the Wiha. This is from Lowe's, and this is similar to that Icon. And these are all security bits as well. And you got a nice little ratchet guy there. similar to the Icon, except this isn't fold, and then you have an extension bit there. So pretty cool. My bad. So the Icon runs 50 bucks from Harbor Freight last time I checked, and the Wiha is 45. They do have a cheaper version, but it does not have the security bits enabled. The cheaper version I think is 25. So check that out. And let's see, next on the tools, let's check out the Hoto. This is an E-driver set, and these are pretty cool. USB-C charge. This is more of your micro precision drivers. I use this in a lot of videos to take apart the older TempoTec H2, and I like this guy a lot. There's not a lot of torque power there behind it, but it does really good just to get your basic things undone and put back together before you gotta like probably use another driver to actually crank it down, if you will. So that is the Hoto. These are 50 bucks, so not bad for an E-driver set. Let's see here. Let's get into, for the audio nerd out there, you got the Pocket Operator. This is the factory, and these are pretty cool, just little sound pattern machines. It also has loops that you can do. You have patterns. So kind of like your older school 8-bit soundtracks and that kind of thing. So yeah, pretty fun. You can change your style, if you will. You got techno, you got R&B, and yeah, so some other fun stuff in there. Pocket Operator, they run about 55 bucks still. This one is going to be for you cigar smokers out there, if there is any. This is not a Warfighter Pelican case, it just has a sticker on there, but Pelican R40 Ruck case is a nice, awesome travel humidor. It's got a layer here, and then you can throw your cigars down below. So I do have a Warfighter in there, the Victory cigar, and then I have a Ezra Zion cigar humidor pack, and then my punch, and then you can put more accessories up top. So the Ruck case for you cigar smokers out there runs about 45 bucks. And probably my favorite travel case because it's a Pelican case, and Pelican seals really, really well. So that is the Pelican. All right, back to tools. The Crescent RT24 channel locks. These are in my pocket mostly all day long at work because I'm always prying things and taking apart things and tightening things. 9 bucks from Home Depot or Home Depot. So yeah, cool little EDC pliers that don't take up a lot of space in your pocket. I mean, look how tiny they are. So great little tools, love them. The Wiha driver, another driver. This one has Torx bits inside the handle. So pretty cool. Just a little stubby driver, but it's nice and fat, so you can get your hands around it. You can probably tighten some things pretty good with this thing. So the Wiha driver. Soldering. If you guys are into soldering, check out the Pine Sill. This is the Pine Sill soldering iron. I wish the model was on there, but it's not. But I will put a link and overlay in the video. USB charge goes from 0 to 600 degrees in roughly 6 seconds. So pretty awesome. It is hackable, and there are other firmwares out there. And my heater just kicked on, so you may be hearing that in the background. I apologize. But I am in my garage, and it's winter here in Montana, and it's a bit chilly. All right, moving on to, let's get into some flashlights. Olight makes some great flashlights. They always have Black Friday deals going on right now, actually. This is the Key Run Mini. I need to get a new clip for it. I've had it for now like 3 years, and great little light. It's got different modes on there. If you hold it down, double tap for your turbo, and then you hold it to go low, and then it has a moonlight setting. That's your moonlight setting, real minimal, like things like 5 lumens. So Olight has made some great stuff. They come a long way, and I like the little bag charger on them, so that's pretty cool. All right, this is a Ameritech AAA. This is from countycom.com. I like this guy too, kind of twist to get to your different settings. The cool thing on this one, that inside the bezel there is a glow-in-the-dark ring. So if you kind of lose it at night and it shuts off, you can see the little glow-in-the-dark ring right in there. So that's pretty cool. I like this one. I believe it's a titanium body. And so super lightweight, put a little tether on it, and you don't really feel it in your pocket because of how small it is. So we'll compare that to the Borut light that you can get on Amazon. So the Ameritech compared to the Borut. The Borut though, USB-C charged. My bad. Let's rewind a little bit. This one I think was like 35 bucks from CountyCom. I'm not sure. There'll be a link if they still sell them in the description below. If not, they have different models out. The Borut light from Amazon. This is USB-C charge. Has a magnet on that side. Over here. This one usually lives in my pocket as well. You have side lights right here. Double tap to turn them on. My bad. So you have red. You've got blinking red. You've got strobing, kind of a cop light thing, which is really annoying, honestly. I really don't care for that. You got white, and then you've got your UV. The housing of this light glows in the dark as well, so that's kind of cool. Press and hold to turn it off. And then on the front area, you have your other light. So you can double tap to turn it on, and then you can cycle through the lighting features of that. So like the fact that it's USB-C charged, because everything nowadays should be USB-C charged, right? So, all right, let's get into knives. Knives is a tricky one, right? Knives is like buying underwear for a guy. Every guy is going to have his particular taste. So unless you really, really know the dude or gal, you just may want to just get them a gift card to Blade HQ. Is a great website for buying knives. So that's where I buy most of my knives. This is a Microtech, and if you are into Microtechs, this is a entry-level Microtech to get into. This is the MSI. This is the Microtech MSI. They run 150 bucks. It's got G10 scales on that thing. It is not an auto. It's a nice little folder, and you can fling to open. So it's got a sheep's foot blade. The steel is M390MK. So, and these are great knives to get into if you want to get into Microtech knives, because Microtech knives can go real fast in the pricing. But the MSI knife from Microtech, great knife. All right, let's get into radios. I got a lot of radios on the table here, so to kind of move something out of the way. Radios. This is kind of an unobtainium item, but the Yaesu VX3. These are kind of hard to come by now, but you can't go wrong with the Yaesu. Whether it's a 3DR, the FT5DR, the FT500 now for your vehicle. The 4X and the 6X are awesome too. The 6X, I believe, is waterproof. The 4X is a great entry level. It's got 2 meter and 70 centimeter bands. But I personally like the VX3 because of how tiny it is. I mean, if we bring that flashlight back into play, the Borut that we just looked at, see how small the VX3 is compared to this. So nice little radio. Got me an SMA 209 antenna on there, so nothing fancy. I could always put a bigger antenna like a signal stick on there if I wanted to, but great radio. If you can find one for the radio lover, great buy. But if not, you could always go something cheaper like the good old Huasheng. This is the Huasheng. What are you? Boop, 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 boop. I don't even know what you are anymore. You're not real. You're not real, man. Where we at? Get off. Get off. All right. This is the Huasheng UVK5. These are extremely hackable. There is a lot of different firmwares out there for them. So if you are into kind of adding your own firmware to radios, this is the radio to do it with. This has an Nagoya NA771 antenna on there. So Nice little radio, cheap. They're like 25 bucks on Amazon. They are USB-C charged, which is nice right there. And they are extremely hackable and firmware upgradable. So cool little radio if you want to get a radio, like a stocking stuffer even, you know, cheap. All right, move that guy over. The Reticus. I did a review on this radio, and this is a TR110. And this is a all-band radio, LSB, USB, AM, and FM, WFM, FM stereo, and nice little radio, USB-C charge as well, battery in there. And you know what? I'm going to give this guy away. So to win this, all you got to do is comment down in the comment section, and I will randomly select a winner Tuesday morning. So Tuesday the 26th, I will select a winner at roughly around 9 a.m. I will use a automated winner generator. I will use a website that generates a winner for me, because I don't want to have to scroll and do the stupid tap thing that some guys do. I will have a website pick a winner for me. So stay tuned to be the winner. All right, radio, back to radios. Meshtastic. Yes, I use Meshtastic. I have been part of the Meshtastic community for the past 5 years, before it was the hip and cool thing to do that all these other guys are doing now. I actually have my entire town Meshtastic ready. I've had it ready for the past 4 years now. I have 3 nodes throughout my town, and they cover my area quite well. So Meshtastic, this one is running the rack board, the 4931, whatever that board is inside of it. I don't remember, but 3D printed case that I printed myself out of resin. So yeah, Meshtastic boards are cheap to get into. They range anywhere between $17 all the way up to, I don't know, 80 bucks, depending on what you're getting. So if you want to get into Meshtastic, just check out Rack Wireless, I believe is what it is. Rockland, Amazon, AliExpress, shoot, LilyGo makes some great stuff. The LilyGo, this guy right here. The LilyGo T keyboard. This guy right here. I need to print a back for it still, but yeah, this is like your old school BlackBerry, you know? So yeah, there we go. It's on. You'll be able to see that. It's kind of like running like a little BlackBerry. The LilyGo T keyboard, I will put a link in the description below. That will be an affiliate link because I do get a kickback from LilyGo. So check for that. What else? What else? Oh yeah, CountyCom GP7 SSB. These run 100 bucks. And these are a great little radio, similar to the Reticus. The Reticus does a little more band for a fraction of the cost. These are like 35 bucks. These are like 100 bucks. They have a new version coming out, but for the quality that you get, you can't go wrong with CountyCom. Little back plate on there that goes in my truck. Takes the same battery as the Reticus does. You can watch the video if you would like on the Reticus that I made. This is the BL5C battery, rechargeable. This one, however, is USB micro recharge, not USB-C, but still nice little radio, similar to the Reticus TR11. Running out of space. Running out of space. All right, let's get into another tool set. Yeah, this is a cool one. The Wiha. This is the TempoTec Plus. This has a little variety of sockets on there, from 5 mil to 13 mil. Nice little handheld driver right there, and then you have the same wrench that is in the other box that I showed you earlier from Wiha, and then your extension, and then this little thing kind of folds down one way or another. There it goes. Folds down, and then it's got a little kickstand so you can see all your bits there, and you have a few security bits, some gold-plated bits, and just basic Torx and other types of drivers, and then just your socket set on the bottom. These run 60-ish bucks from Amazon, but if you want an EDC little toolkit that goes in your truck door, where this one usually sits for me, check out the Wiha TempoTec Plus. Let's go back to the PortaPack H4M or the H2. if you watch my videos, you know that I love BNC. So you can always look at the BNC W100RX by Comet. This is an affiliate link. I will let you know that now. I appreciate you guys because you guys really buy these when I post them. So BNC is the way to go on the Porter pack. Let me pull mine out again because I have one on there already. I like this one because it folds and articulates down into a 90-degree to sit flush against the body, so it's not weird and hanging out. And this is a really well made, almost all band antenna. It goes from 70 centimeters all the way up to 80 megahertz and everywhere in between of 1.2 gigahertz and 900 megahertz. So, and the cool thing is on the side of it, you can see there, on the side of it, it tells you how long to extend the antenna for each band. So if you wanted just to do 70 centimeters, you could just go roughly like what? That right there. And then if you wanted to go 915, it's like roughly like 1, 2, 3, 3.5-ish lengths up. So if you go fully extended, you know, and then you start collapsing down here, 1, 2, 3. So you count 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go half-ish right about there. That's about your 915 range. Although 915 doesn't really need that much because, I mean, you look at like the Mesh-Tastic 915 designated antenna, you know, about the same, but obviously tuned differently, different material. So, but yeah, the Comet BNC W100RX, great antenna, but you would also need to purchase the BNC little adapter there, 5-pack for I think $8 maybe. I don't remember, maybe $10, but I have them on a lot of different radios. I have them on my truck Yaesu FG3DR. I have them on my Porter packs, both of them. I used to have one on this radio, but I just figured I'd just leave this antenna on there because I don't really take it off anymore. And what else we got? So yeah, little combo kit. I mean, great stocking stuffer. These are like $36. Again, 5-pack for $8 or $10. Moving on. Raspberry Pi, right? The Raspberry Pi boards are really cheap now, and they are more easy to come by. So the Raspberry Pi, this is the this is the Pi Zero 2. So if you want to build anything like a Ponagachi, right, you got to have, you know, your little Raspberry Pi, and there's kits out there to build these things. If not, just buy one complete. They're like $45, I think. You can buy one complete if you just want to just have it up and running when you get to it. So the Raspberry Pi boards, these are 10 or 15 bucks from Adafruit. But for any project maker and doer, you can't go wrong with any Raspberry Pi really, you know, from the 4 to 5, and then these little guys for smaller projects. So consider the Raspberry Pi as a stocking stuffer. Go to lock picking, okay? Locksport, lock picking. I do it. I've done it since I was 14 years old. I am 40 years old. So for the past 26 years, I've picked locks. Back in the day before the internet, I used to get catalogs and they had like spy gear, you know, they had like lock picks from Southwest Ordnance. I think South Ordnance. But my first lockpick set was called the Jackknife. And actually now, Covert Instruments and Sparrow's lockpicks have a similar jackknife that looks like a little knife, you know, and it would fold out, and you had 4 different picks, you know, usually like a diamond, a hook, and then 2 rakes or something similar like that, you know. But that was my first lockpick set, was the South Ordnance jackknife. And man, my dad bought that for me. It was like $24 as a kid. And dude, I was in heaven. Like, my dad has always been supportive of my curious mind, if you will, you know, from whether it's hacking to pen testing to fixing things to taking things apart. So yeah, he bought it for me, and man, I went around my school, which is a private school, and my dad was a maintenance man in that school and a teacher, but I would go around after school hours and I would go and pick locks, and yeah, it's fun. I would say that being a maintenance man is probably one of the best careers if you're a curious mind and you are a jack of all trades, because you get to do a lot of things. You get to fix a lot of things and you get to break a lot of things, and You have the keys to the kingdom, if you will, to kind of get into whatever you want, and nobody ever bats an eye or asks questions about it. So it's really cool, you know. So back to what I was talking about, lockpicks. This is the Sparrows. This is the Tuxedo. I've upgraded a lot of the things inside of it to my liking. Some keys and then some bypass stuff in there for the master padlocks and that kind of thing. And then a ton of tension wrenches. So, but you know, whether it's Covert Instruments or Sparrows, they're both great companies. I just am a fanboy of Sparrows. I don't know, they catch my eye. I have a few Covert Instrument pick sets as well, but this one lives in my backpack, if not in my pocket, all the time. So yeah, check out Sparrows lockpicks or Covert Instrument lockpicks, or Peterson if you want to get into the fancy stuff, right? But these guys run, I think, like 28 bucks, 36 bucks. So they're not too expensive. Covert Instruments is definitely more affordable. And you know, you can watch some really cool videos like from McNally. He does some crate picking stuff, you know, really funny stuff too. So lock picking for you lock sporters out there. Stay legal, of course. Let's get into some audiophile stuff. I love music, right? So this is a Tempo V6. They have newer models out now. These run roughly, I think, like 250 bucks now. So, but you don't have to get a Tempo V6, you know, like you can get something cheaper, but still, you know, audiophile, these sound great. And this is a DAC, if you will, so the drivers inside of this and all your connections are going to be more for your actual like hardcore music listener. And of course with that, you're going to need a good pair of in-ears or over-the-head headphones. But yeah, the Tempo V6 is a great little entry-level ish audio DAC. I mean, you can always go just like audio DAC that goes from your phone to a player and then to your goes from the phone to a audio DAC, and then from there it goes to your headphones. So audio DACs are cool, they're fun, I love them. And of course with that, you have to have a good pair of in-ears or over the heads. I like these Moondrops. These are the areas, I believe. So yeah, pretty nice drivers. They sound really full on the bass and the mids. I have tendinitis in my right ear from drumming since I was 13 years old to shooting a lot of guns, and not being smart as a younger individual and wearing ear pro. So I have a constant ringing in this ear nonstop. So I highly recommend taking care of your ears and don't listen to music or things too loud. Wear proper ear pro. But yeah, the Moondrops are pretty cool. I like them. They sound good. I have some Shure 315s as well that I like a lot. And then I've had the Bose T3s or the Bose systems that I like a lot. I know that there's 1,000 other headphones out there that you can get into, and you can spend thousands of dollars on headphones. But figured to keep it entry level. These were like 120 bucks, I think, something like that. So yeah, we're coming down to the end of our list here. If you have time to buy somebody and say you're not buying for Christmas, but you're going to buy for like next Christmas or in between that spectrum, the Clockwork Pi is a great option. The hard thing is that these are hard to come by. Well, they're not hard to come by. They're easy to buy, but production has been really, really slow on these. And it's not that it's slow. It's just like, I don't know what's taking so long, really. But if you are going to buy one, they run like 160 bucks. It's kind of like a build it yourself kit. You can watch my video, go through my channel, find the video, watch it. But the Clockwork U console, this one has a Raspberry Pi C M4 board inside of it. And it runs on two 18650s that are ran. It can run on one, but the other one's ran in, what is that, parallel or series? I always forget. But anyways, double the lifespan, right? Personal hacking computer, if you will. Snorin did a really cool video where he put an SDR on one of these and then ran the antenna on the outside. So check that video out as well if you want to just like kind of figure out like what these can do. But yeah, Clockwork, man. Yeah, these are great. If you do buy one, the fastest way to get one is no module. And silver, not black. And average waiting time is about 90 to 120 days for that variation, right? This is the LTE version as well, so I could put a SIM card in here and then get, you know, have a hotspot if you will, or have internet wherever I go. I haven't done that yet because finding an affordable SIM card service right now is not really my priority. But yeah, the Clockwork U console, great. Kind of build it yourself little hacking computer, kind of like a cyberpunk computer, you know. Battery banks, we went over this one earlier. This is the Container X by Emotu. Yeah. You can watch my video on this guy. This is a pretty cool little thing. I like the little screen there. Shows your status. It's got 2 USB-A's and then you have your 2 USB-C's right there. And this thing will charge the ROG Ally and keep it running for a long time. If you know, the ROG Ally is a power sucker. But I bought this one for 90-ish bucks, but right now the Emotu power bank, 100 watts, 26,800 milliamp. So yeah, and right now they have a Black Friday deal going for $47.99, marked down from $100. So check that out. Focus. So anyways, link in the description below. That will be an affiliate link for this guy. I love it. It lives in my backpack because it can charge literally everything on this table. Everything. That's USB-C charge, or just has a USB on it. I mean, shoot, man. Yeah, charges everything. So love it. ROG Ally, right? This is probably one of my favorite purchases this year. I did get this thing used, so I did not pay the full price on it. And if you are a gamer, this is going to be your like top tier purchases out of all this. These things are not really cheap. Brand new, they run 550-ish bucks. They have a new version out, the ROG Ally X, I believe is what it's called. For what you get in this little device, man, like great screen, great nits. I mean, you got full blown, you can do Steam on this thing, you can do, I mean, you can do everything. Like if it runs, more than likely it'll play. So let's just hop into Call of Duty here. It is touchscreen, which is nice. It runs Windows 11, so it has a pretty much Windows-based computer. There you see it's running Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty Black Ops 6, whatever. I don't know what we're on now, man. It's like so ridiculous, but I like Call of Duty. I played Fallout on this thing as well, and Warhammer 40,000, and it ran all those seamlessly fine. Yeah, so the ROG Ally is a great bigger purchase. You know, if you're looking for that special gaming system for yourself or your kid or a loved one, I don't know. Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It's been fun making this video. This is my first buyer's guide of 2024. Remember, comment down below to win the Redicus TR110 all band radio. Don't bend that antenna before I send it off. So yeah, comment down below. Winner will be selected Tuesday. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be launched on Thanksgiving, going over the Porter Pack, wherever it's at. Let's see. Beep, boop, boop, receive. We will be going over the Porter Pack search functions, H2 or the H4M. So stay tuned for that, because on that video, I possibly will be launching a giveaway for a brand new H4M sponsored by Open Source SDR Lab. So stay tuned for that video, and thank you guys again. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next video.